Here we go. Still too far away. Huh. There you go. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, with Jonathan Coachman, and with Aiden English. And today on Impact or Hit, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday on Dynamite or Might. Yesterday on Dynamite or Might, Baron Corbin beat the Evil Queen again, like he did the other day on NXT. That war, that wrong between Baron Corbin and the Evil Queen is still, still going on, and shows no sign of ending. Well, you got that right, Jonathan Coachman says. It started on NXT, prolonged into Dynamite or Might, and I think that Baron Corbin and the Evil Queen are not done with each other. I can tell you right now, Aiden English says, that Baron Corbin got to be lucky. He lucky. Somehow he got past the Evil Queen 2 times. But everyone's luck, sooner or later, runs out.
Well,
Well, here comes Becky Lynch, now the man, the TWF Allegheny Share fighter. Let me tell you all something right now. Why are we still too far away? Alright. Well, let me tell you all something. I should be on the show. The TWF Pennsylvania, I, the TWF Allegheny Share fighter, and I said that I'll put it on stake, that I wouldn't be a weakling like that Melina Perez was, and not put it on stake. So if anyone wants to come at me for my TWF Pennsylvania Reich winnings, then by all means come out. But I will kick your yarse. And that's the truth. So I don't care, who you are. I don't care who you are. I will kick your rear all the same. Well, we'll have to see if someone wants to take Becky Lynch up on her dare. Take Becky Lynch up, on her dare for the TWF Allegheny Share winnings, and it is the Ultimate Warrior or the Overfighter. Becky Lynch, you think you taught the world how to be great? You didn't teach the world shit. You never taught anyone how to be great. You didn't teach Hulk Hogan or Steve Austin or Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels or The Rock or John Cena or David Batista or Bill Goldberg or Stinger or Ric Flair or The Undertaker, how to be great. That's a lie! And I don't understand anything that comes out of your mouth. I showed the world how to be great. You bring up all those other names as if they suppose their greatness. Well, what did they ever do to show the how to be great? They did a lot of things. More than you ever did. You think you did something that they never did. And I'm gonna take the Allegheny Share strap from you and bring on-looking class to it. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens when I kick you between the legs and you fall down like every other man. Or if you are a man, I don't even know. Well, looks like we're going to have a great match here today on Impact or Hit. It looks like we're going to get the Ultimate Warrior or the Overfighter fighting Becky Lynch for the TWF Allegheny Share winnings. We're going to see if Ric Flair has something to say. Well, don't mind me, everyone. I just stopped by to say we'll see if the Ultimate Warrior or the Overfighter fight Becky Lynch for the TWF Allegheny Share winnings, and it happens right now. Well, Ric Flair made the match, the main wicker of the toy wrestling gathering. Made the match, and here we are. Joey Styles said, "Here we are indeed," Jonathan Coachman says. This match is for the TWF Allegheny Share winnings. First, he is the Ultimate Warrior, or the Warrior, or the Fighter, the Overfighter. And she is the TWF Allegheny Share Fighter, the man, Becky Lynch. Ding ding. Well, first off, the Ultimate Warrior just doing all those strikes he likes to do to folks. You know how he likes to have fast matches. Is Becky Lynch going to lose to the Ultimate Warrior, to the Overfighter, Joey Styles says. Well, Jonathan Coachman said he is never known for putting on great matches in his free runs in WWF back in the day or in his WCW run. But he was known for making folks happy to see him, though. He could do that much. He was a South. Aiden English says, I don't know if Becky Lynch will lose to the Ultimate Warrior, the Overfighter. That would be sad. 1, 2, and Becky Lynch is kicked out. She kicked him between the legs. Did you see that? The fight lady didn't see it. The manhandle slam on the Ultimate Warrior, Joey Styles says. A kick between the legs, Jonathan Coachman says, and the fight lady didn't see it. The fight keeper didn't see it. You can't call what you don't see, Aiden English says. You can't call what you don't see. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. And still the TWF Pennsylvania, still the TWF Allegheny Share Fighter, Becky Lynch. Well, Becky Lynch has beat the Ultimate Warrior or the Overfighter here today. Here today on Impact or Hit. And she had to low blow the Ultimate Warrior or the Overfighter to do it, Joey Styles says. That was sad, Jonathan Coachman says. Becky Lynch is not bringing any onlooker class to the Allegheny Share winnings. Well, at the end of the day, Aiden English says, onlooking class don't yield the bills. And at the end of the day, the Ultimate Warrior, the Overfighter, well, I guess he was a man after all, because being kicked between the legs put him down. Aiden English says, all right, we're going to take it away now to Bob Locke. Thank you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. I'm going to be talking with Becky Lynch here today on Impact or Hit. All right, Becky Lynch, we stand up. Why, we saw you have your match with the Ultimate Warrior or the Overfighter, and we said you kicked him between the legs. I didn't kick him between the bloody legs. You're a bloody liar. I didn't do anything like that. You didn't see anything. I was stretching my feet. That's what you saw. You know, it isn't my mistake the Overfighter trips on his own feet right into the manhandle slam, right? He just happened to flip on that unseen yellow finger skin right into the manhandle slam, right? Yeah, that's what happened, Bob Locke. You came from MLB. And the only cool thing you ever did was when you fell out of your seat in one of their ball games. But I don't care. You see, I beat the Ultimate Warrior or the Overfighter or Jim Hellwig or Jim Warrior Hellwig or whatever the fuck he called himself. You know, I don't know. But all I know is I beat him. And I showed the world how to be bloody great. And I get no onlook and no class. You know, Becky, the only way you get onlook in this world from any man or any woman is by showing onlook. And unless you show someone onlook, you will not get any onlook back. Yeah. Why? You, a former pitcher in MLB, who now calls ball games and thinks it's cool. Well, you know what? You wouldn't know anything about onlook at all. Well, that is one woman's belief, you know, or thought. Back to you, back to you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. Well, thank you, Bob Walk, for talking with Becky Lynch here today on Impact or Hit. And that's all the time we got here for Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, with Jonathan Coachman and with Aiden English, we hope you like Impact or Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.